What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing another versus squad builder. This is likely going to be the last of these versus squad builders that we do in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So this is going to be the worst GOAT cards versus the best of the rest opals. I think this is going to be a kind of fun one because mainly the reason why I did this video is so that I could use the worst GOAT cards. Not gonna lie, these are cards that I really didn't expect to be anything spectacular, and I probably couldn't find any other real way of using them, not gonna lie. So we are going to be using these 5 right here. Again, they're GOAT cards. I got 99 everything, so none of them are absolutely terrible, except for one maybe. But anyway, at the point guard position, we have got John Stockton. John Stockton, again, 62 hoffs, 99 basically everything, 10 no glitched. He is just a little bit small. The reason why he's on this list is that he is only 6'1" and his SIGs are not very good. Does not have a good between the legs, does not have a good behind the back. However, a fantastic release for one of the more underrated point guards of all time, the all-time leader in both assists and steals, and probably the #1 NBA player in terms of longevity, maybe ever. Then, well, LeBron, I think, will overtake that. But then at the two guard position, it's a kind of tough one because I really like Vince. I really like MJ. There is one player that I think I could have put in, and it's Steph Curry. Steph Curry it's kind of a close one between Steph Curry and this guy right here, Oscar Robertson. I think I might just give, well, I don't have Steph, so I might just give the edge to Big O, but it's so close that you could argue either or. But Oscar Robertson, 6'5", he has got the Pro 3 behind the back, whereas Steph Curry can tween. Oscar Robertson, again, 99 every stat. He's got basically all the Hall of Fame badges. I don't think his release maybe is a little bit worse than Steph's. He's got great tendencies, so does Steph. But yeah, it's just he's not as good as the likes of MJ and stuff, but he is a great card. So he is going in here because there's not that many bad wings. When you get to the weak ones, it's like the 4/5. That's where it's kind of weaker players are at. Then at the small forward position, we are going to be running with a 2 guard, and it's Kobe Bryant. It's been like I've made it clear from when this card came out, I did not like this card. But at the end of the day, it's not a terrible card. Bad SIGs though. Bad SIGs, and as far as GO cards go, his stats are not ideal, and his tendencies are terrible. They are terrible. Again, tendencies are kind of the last things that matter. Stats first, badges first, stats second. Well, they're kind of 1A, 1B, and then tendencies or SIGs then, and then tendencies. Tendencies do not make or break a card. However, they can be the difference between a card being very good and spectacular, whereas Kobe's tendencies put him into that very good range. But there's a lot of very good cards. Again, you're comparing him to the likes of Jordan, Larry Bird, LeBron James, Giannis, and he just does not compare. And in my opinion, I really like Vince Carter. I'm just going to say that right now. And Kevin Durant as well. Then at the power forward position, we got Dirk. Man, Dirk's just not it, is he? He is just not it. He's funnily enough, in this game, he wasn't half bad. You'll see from the highlights, he was not half bad, but his release just isn't it. He's got Pro 2 and all. He can hop step well. He's got good length, good enough on defense. But man, his jumper is just not it. That's all. That's the only way I can describe that jumper. Then at the center position, there's a lot of kind of similar level players like Hakeem, Tim Duncan, who plays power forward. But the player I'm going to put in is Bill. I'm going to put in Bill Russell. I just think that the jump shot just isn't quite there, base 10. Although it's not awful. He's fine. He's fine. He does a job. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough to be in the upper top 10 centers. But he is probably somewhere around the 25 mark center. He's not a bad card, but for a GOAT card as a center, definitely the worst. So anyway, this is the all GOAT lineup. Now we are going to get on to the highlights for this game. And funnily enough, we played against a guy whose team name literally was Ty Debo fan. His name was Ty, and he literally tried to do whatever he could to play like Ty. So it was an interesting game, let's just say that much.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shit, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD 24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say.
Then we are on to the bench, which is the best of the opals. So, in my opinion, at the point guard position, it is a no-brainer. A no-brainer at all. Some might say, oh, use LeBron. I think it's a no-brainer. It is Ben Simmons. There's a lot of great cards. Jalen Rose is great. LeBron's great. There's a lot of really great point guards. And looking back on it, when I built my GOAT squad, I probably should have just taken Evo Jalen Rose and saved a couple of hundred MT over LeBron because they're very, very similar. However, Ben Simmons is a class above. For me, Ben Simmons is better than GOAT LeBron. Ben Simmons is better than GOAT Giannis. Through 9 games, averaging 17 points per game for me. Look at the percentage he's shooting from inside the three-point line. He is missing 3.8 shots a game, and 2.1 of them are threes. He is basically shooting like 80% inside the three-point line. Best tween in the game, in my opinion. The best dunker in the game, in my opinion. The best non-center in the game, in my opinion. Then at the 2-guard position, and we've got our... Do you really think we're not running with this lineup? We got probably our second favorite. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with... I'm with Porzingis, actually. Porzingis, man, he's ridiculous. Porzingis is ridiculous, lads. So we're playing him at the 2. And this is a very, very close one between Porzingis and Rudy. It was going to be 2 of the 3. So it was going to be Porzingis, Kawhi, and Rudy. These 3 are the best in my opinion. Including the GOATs. These are my choice of 3 wings in this game no matter what. Like, I picked Kevin Durant as a 4th wing. Even over Galaxy Opal Giannis, GOAT Giannis. The best 3 wings for me. Porzingis, Kawhi, and Rudy. Maybe Bol will be right in there as well. But these guys are insane. Porzingis, just the way I play, he's so good. Averaging 8.8 points per game for me. In only 8.5 minutes a game. He gets a serious amount of steals and is just... He's so much better than his stats would suggest. And for me, defensively, he's incredible. Kawhi is just ridiculous. Again, it's a very close one between Kawhi and Rudy. I think I prefer Rudy to the other Kawhi. I prefer this Kawhi to Rudy. Kawhi averaging 9.6 points per game for me. Shooting 1.7 of 2.6 from 3. Well over 50%. 62 half badges. Got 1 stat that's under 98. He is a GOAT card in everything but back card art. He is a GOAT card in everything but card art. I'm pretty sure he has almost as many, if not more, overall stats than Kobe. Like, he is a GOAT card in everything but card art, lads. He's unbelievable. Then power forward center combo. You cannot get any better than the fan favorites 3 combo of Dino and Eddie freaking Curry. The best Curry by a mile in my team. The best Curry. Like, it's not even close. It is not even close. When people are asking who is the best Curry, it is always going to be Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry is significantly better. Eddie Curry not only is the best Curry this year, he is the best Curry we have seen in my team since, I'm going to say 2K16 Steph, where 2K16 Steph was the best player in the game. He's not better than 2K16 Steph, but I'm going to say he's better than 2K17 Steph, where Steph was a god. He's way better than any Steph we've seen since 2K17 anyway. This is the best Curry we've seen in 4 years. Then we have got Dino Raja. Dino is Dino. Dino, he might as well be a dinosaur with how lengthy his arms are. Like, he's just, I just can't even describe. He's so good. You'll see it again in his gameplay. He dominated. Like, Dino, a lot of the times for me, as you guys can see, only averaging 4 points per game for me. But, like, shooting 60% from 3. Look at that field goal percentage. 1.6 at 2.2. 1.3 steals per game. Like, just Dino as a glue guy. He just does everything Siakam does, but way better. He's like a way better version of Duncan. He is unbelievable for me. So anyway, yeah, that is the best Opal squad. Now let's get on to the highlights.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell them 100 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
So you guys have seen the highlights of these two teams. Now we are going to rank them based on 5 categories. The categories are rebounding, defense, shooting, team offense, and if it is a tie, it will come down to star power. So we are going to be starting off with rebounding. So in terms of bigs, I think for me, what I've noticed is that Bill Russell cleans up on boards. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit of a Dwight Howard effect where Dwight cleans up on boards. However, John Stockton versus Simmons, having Stockton on the floor, any long rebounds, you're going to be killed. Having a 7'3" 2 guard helps a lot. Kawhi versus Kobe, I'm not going to say there's going to be much of a difference there. Dino versus Dirk, I'm taking Dino any day with that wingspan. Even though I do think I'd take Bill Russell over Eddie Curry, I think rebounding-wise, it's going to go to this team right here. Defensively, these guys all have perfect defensive stats and badges. However, the guys on the bottom, minus Porzingis, are all Tendo glitched. However, they're all Tendo glitched minus Kobe Bryant up here. However, Porzingis has got the ultra length. He plays lanes better than any player in this game, in my opinion, on the wing. Kawhi, the way his animations are, he's the best defensive wing in the game. And Simmons is a much better defensive player than Stockton. So defensively, as well as Dino's ultra length, while again, I might take Bill Russell over Eddie, I'm not taking this team, the upper team over the lower team. Then we've got shooting. And this is one where it is actually some sort of a debate. I don't mind Dirk's release as much as most people do. It's not good, it's bad. His release is if he had a really good release, he'd be a top tier guy, but he doesn't. But he can hit wide open. I'm fully gonna say Bill Russell can hit wide open. So can Kobe, so can Big O. John Stockton can create as well. These guys in the bottom, you've got 4 guys that can hit wide. You got 5 guys that can hit wide open as well. The question is I'm taking, whose release do I think is worse? Ben Simmons or Dirk's? Because I'm taking Eddie over Bill. I'm taking Kawhi over Kobe. It's kind of even between Kristaps and Big O and Stockton. I might take Kristaps over them, but they're all very good releases. But it's the worst release in each of the teams. This is a close one, but I'm going to go for the bottom team, even though, funnily enough, in the game I greened more at the top team, but I think the bottom team is better in terms of shooting wise. And then we are going to go on to team offense, and this is kind of a no-brainer. This squad right here, you've got a couple of guys. You got him who can only 2 guys that can only really 3-hunt, maybe 3 guys. Kobe can kind of go to the basket, and then you got Dirk, who doesn't offer much on offense except being a cone. And Bill Russell doesn't offer too much except tweening, to be honest. And then you've got 2 Pro 8 players. You've got a Pro 3 behind the back, which is a lot better in Dino than Big O. I'm just going to say that. And you've got Pro 2 tween in him. And then Kristaps, who just offers something different with that ultra length. So I'm going to have to go with the bottom team. And then star power, even though, funnily enough, in the game, Stockton was the main scorer. The main man is Oscar Robertson out of these 2 teams. However, comparing Oscar Robertson to Simmons, it's just a no-brainer. It is going in a whitewash. 5-0 sweep. The best opals are better than the worst goats. However, this worst goat lineup was nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. So anyway, that is the video. This is probably the last one of these squad builders I'm going to do all year. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tasting with the fade, not the hair, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not